story time of how I lost my job and went completely bankrupt. So you guys asked for this story time a lot. If you follow me, you know that I talk about October 2024, basically Q3 and Q4 of 2024, and y'all hear me say how that was the hardest time of my life, and me losing my job and having no money really started off like a downhill battle for me, and it was a silent battle. So I got hired at this company in Memphis, Tennessee, right out of college. So I moved out there right after college. I graduated in May, and I believe I was out in Memphis like June, like the first week of June. And I was just moved out there. I'm getting accumulated with my team and everything like that. And I remember the beginning of 2025, we actually got a new CEO, right? So my new CEO that we got at our company, it was cool. He was introducing himself, blah, blah, blah. And then it was a few months in, we started hearing the word a reorg. And if you don't work in corporate America, or you might be curious, a reorg is not good. So a lot of people may hear that and be like, oh, you're just moving things around. It's like, yeah, or you might get let go, right? So we're going through it. We're going through it. Our company hasn't made profit in years. So this new CEO is doing his thing, right? I remember a few months in, we started hearing the word reorg. But our team, we made a lot of money. We did a lot for the company. The people around us and the people over us were telling me, like, we have nothing to worry about. So now it's about Q2 of 2025. And, you know, word is getting pretty heavy around the office, right? And I remember one meeting, after the billion meetings that we've had, we hear we need to update our resume. But the team members on my team were just reassuring me, like, Jenna, you're young, you're new here, like, you have nothing to worry about, like, it's fine, don't be scared. Because mind you, I'm across the nation, like, I have no family out there, no friends, like, I'm over here sad in Memphis away from my family and friends. I don't really know what to do. I don't really know how to grasp onto things. People are really just trying to reassure me and hold on to me, right? So another month after that, we have a meeting, and my manager was like, I'm scared. Like, I might get moved around. I might get let go. Like, no one is safe. I started.
Imagine a manager saying, no one is safe. Imagine a manager saying that. Oh, I can imagine how hard it must have been for her. Somebody said, me watching this unemployed, away from home with $3 to my name. Wow. Wow. How long can $3, sustain somebody? I'm not in America, so I wouldn't know. This is actually very sad. Somebody said, finish a medical program Q1 2025, got licensed and started applying to jobs Q2. Q4, a week ago, got fired from my 7th job, currently unemployed. But I have faith everything is going to work out for me. Wow. Hey, my first layoff was in Q1 2023. I'm still traumatized from that experience to the point I will never rely on one source of income ever again. I think this is the key, not relying on one source of income. But how do you do that? Do everybody have the strength to juggle multiple jobs at one time? What of people in corporate? A lot of people in corporate, their time is time demanding. How do people go about doing multiple jobs and not be exhausted?
So I got laid off. I'm a 24-year-old CPA who was laid off from her very first big girl job. It's been 2 weeks. This is the third week. The first week I was in disbelief, so I took a vacation. The second week I experienced all.
When I tell you that I love Americans. You got laid off and you are in disbelief. The next thing to do is to take a vacation. I love how you guys live your life. Like, I love it.
7 stages of grief. And now we're in the third week. It's Monday and it's time to get back in the game. I debated coming on the internet with this because it kind of feels a little bit embarrassing. But then I realized,
Well, it's not embarrassing. It's not your fault you were fired, even if it was your fault, but you are human. So it is what it is. Somebody in the comments said, typically when you lose a job, the next one pays more and has better conditions. You are a CPA, things will work out. So has everybody experienced this? Well, I think it's more or less like, when you're job hopping. So of course you go for the next big thing. But what if you are in a situation where you don't have money and you are desperate? You will be forced to take whatever comes just so you'll be able to sustain yourself. Somebody said, you're still winning in my book. Being a CPA at 24 as a woman of color is amazing. So many opportunities to come your way. Mm, mm. I'm a CPA and have been laid off. I'm back working now. Please get into consulting. Call recruitment agencies near you. I promise someone is looking for help. Hmm. You see, now she's getting people giving her advice on what to do. You see, a closed mouth is a closed destiny. There's a reason why they said that.
I just got laid off about an hour ago. I cried for a while, and I think the hardest part about it is I loved my job. I cared so much, but like, knowing that you put your full effort towards something and then feeling like they decided it wasn't enough or it wasn't worth enough. Like right now, I feel just very like, not even undervalued because I clearly am not valued, but like that all of my effort wasn't good enough or it wasn't important or it wasn't relevant. I got laid off today and it just, I don't know. And LA is burning and their fires are everywhere and I got laid off and I don't have a job. So like in perspective, it's not that big of a deal. There's other jobs, but it goes so much deeper than not having a job. So yeah.
Yeah, my heart goes out to her. I pray and hope that she's gotten a job now. See, the emotional turmoil, I think nobody will ever be able to understand it if they're not walking in your shoes. So I'm just imagining what she must be going through. And here her saying she feels undervalued, she doesn't even feel valued. Do you think because of this mindset, it might affect her next job? She might not start taking herself to lower jobs, jobs that will not demand much from her, jobs that that will not even pay so much, just so that she feels she will be wanted there. Like, let me know in the comment section, have you ever been in this position? How are you able to get out of this mindset? Because this kind of mindset is dangerous. It might impact the kind of job she will go for. Somebody said getting laid off by a company completely changes your view of work forever. Look out for yourself first. There will always be another job there. The sun will shine again. Yeah, and it's already affecting our mindset. Like, it's literally affecting our mindset. It shatters your confidence and hurts. It takes a while to move on. I can imagine. Like, you could tell, as a person who has had to lay people off in the past, I can say layoffs generally have little to do with individual performance. That's it. You are the one doing the layoff. You understand that it's not because of the individual. It could be because of the company, back end. Or the person that is being laid off is looking at it. There are people that were not laid off. I was the one that the company thought, oh, this one is an easy person to lose. It's here about the person. It's here about the person at the end of the day, because that's the lens the person is going to view us from. Like, I don't know if you guys are getting the point. There's no way you'll be able to let the person understand that it's not you, it's us. Do you get? Nah.
I've heard people say you should never rage quit a company and instead you should stick it out until you get fired or laid off, or even more dramatically, document things if things are sketchy or toxic. If something's unlawful and unethical, file a lawsuit. And I'm not saying not to do any of these things, to each their own. I just wanted to share my perspective as someone who spent 10 years in corporate, worked at a few major corporations. I saw people do all of these things. I saw people stick it out when they should have just left, waiting until they got fired, putting themselves in really uncomfortable situations, even filing lawsuits. And
How do you wait until you are fired, knowing the fact that your time is up somewhere? Doesn't even make sense. How do people come about with this mindset? Oh, just stick it out until you are fired. It's not better to live honorably. In my own book, it's better to live honorably. And besides, it's also better on your resume that you were the one that left. You felt the need to to go, and you can paint it however you want, than when you are being laid off.
I personally could never go through this. I did just up and quit my 2 corporate jobs because what has the world come to that we have to document everything and watch what we say and be uncomfortable and just wait until we get laid off or fired? Like, I couldn't put myself through that. My mental health was already so bad from corporate America and all of the mind games and all of the politics. It was a trigger for me when people would say document everything. I had managers who would be like, just document everything. No, like,
And people saying document everything. I've actually seen videos like that. What then happens when you start going out looking for jobs, and now companies are looking at people's socials. Your social media account is now part of your credentials. People are looking at it. What happens when you go to a company that you longing to work with, and everything is going well in your interview, you are getting to the next level, final stage, only for them to look at your social media and realize that you put your former company on the internet when you were being laid off. Do you think, in all honesty, that company will hire you? Or you are not thinking about tomorrow? People tend to think about the now, and forgetting that tomorrow, see, there's bound to be consequences for every of our action, either good or bad. So be mindful of what you're putting on the internet, because the internet never forgets. That's one thing you should always remember when you're about to put out something on the internet.
If you're one of the 13,000 people that got laid off today, I want you to know that it was a blessing. I chose to leave a year ago, a little over a year ago, and my life has just gotten better, and I want you to know it will happen for you too. You put all your faith, all your time, all your energy into your career, and all it was burning you out. You were taking on more work as the years went on with less.
You know, not like what she's saying is a bad, but it's good that she's even coming out to do videos like this to give people comfort. But the thing is, in the moment, it will never feel like that, especially for someone that is a new job, a job you've been longing for, or you just got increment, your life is beginning to take shape, only for it to not lose that bearing. It's after you've gotten over it, and gotten a better job, that it begin to make sense. But in that moment, it never makes sense. In the moment, somebody said, I got laid off after 6 years and I am spiraling. I cried in front of the new owners today and had to get in my car and leave. Oh my god, after 6 years. Hobby was laid off today after 29 years and 3 months. He isn't even 50 yet. Oh, he was a construction manager. So managers do get laid off too. Do you? If managers are getting laid off, who are you? Wow, that is. I can imagine what that man would feel. 29 years. I lost 5 co-workers and my boss today. Those of us left, I don't know what we are going to do. Wow. It's not a blessing if you are not prepared for it. A lot of people are not prepared financially to weather 5 to 8 months while searching for a new job or attempting to start their own business, unless they were already doing it on the side. Like I was said, in the moment, it will not make sense. Yeah, if you are not prepared. Boof.
What's up, guys? I'm Rylan. I've been working in corporate America for a little over 3 years. You may recognize my video from before where I joked around about wanting to crash my car into a tree. Today I was informed that 80 to 90% of our sales team has been laid off, including myself. It's not
80 to 90. How many in that left?
just newer hires. It's people that have been with the company for over 10 years, people that are 200% to quota, hitting all their goals, just informed that they no longer have a job. So with that being said, make sure you take your PTO, go to the birthday party, go to the wedding, take a vacation with your family, because at the end of the day, you are just another number to these corporations. They will drop you for any reason at any time.
It's nice advice. Don't kill yourself on that job. I'm not saying not to give you can give your all, but remember you. Remember you. I saw a video about a lady that retired. She said after retirement, she didn't know what to do with herself because her whole life was built around her job. So people need to understand that there's a life, or better still, create a life outside your job. Don't make your job your whole life. I see people that say that's the biggest mistake people have been doing. And I've been learning from videos, all these videos I'm watching. I'm not just reacting to it just for the reacting sake. I'm reacting to these videos I'm doing lately because I want to learn. I'm in my 30s, so I want to learn how to better structure my life now so that tomorrow I won't cry. Guy.
One thing I was unprepared for in the professional world was how they do layoffs. There was this one guy who had worked at the company for 8 years. He had moved closer to the office to cut down his commute. He never talked bad about the company, and you could tell that this company was his life.
See?
One day, he gets a call from his boss who he had worked with for 8 years, and he joins a zoo. Immediately, HR joins the call, and he knows what's going down. After that call, laid off, he goes back to his desk, picks up all his stuff, doesn't even say anything to anyone, doesn't say bye. I don't blame him though, he's probably in so much shock. Gathers all his stuff, walks out the door. Just like that, 8 years, and gone.
8 years. But what would cause a company to let people that have been together with them for so long to let them off? What do you think is the reason for that? Because I would be expecting the companies to appreciate, old-time workers and hold them there, because these are people that have been through the trenches with them, people that know the in and out of the company, people that will be able to, even, nurture the newcomers, because they'll understand the culture and value and the missions of the company. Somebody said 8 years, he was definitely too expensive. Oh. I don't think I will stay in a company for that long. I don't know. Even though I'm building my own company right now, I won't mind people leaving after a while because I expect it to grow. Go and find something else. Just stay in one place for so long. Nah. I was at my company 20 years. Oh, that's too long. Survived countless rounds of layoffs. Got notified on a Monday that my last day was Friday. Handed off my project over the next few days and took my 48 weeks of severance pay. It's the business. Be professional. If you're being laid off, that's your fault. If you are good enough at what you do, companies can never replace you. I don't think so. It will shock you.
Yo, Oracle laid off 30,000 people today. Like, just wow. Mind you, this all happened today, and the crazy thing about it, they sent it in an email at 6 a.m. today. So this is according to Business Insider, and honestly, I can even include a screenshot of it really quick. Here's what the email says. After careful consideration of Oracle's current business needs, we have made the decision to eliminate your role as part of a broader organizational change. What? If you were impacted by today's layoffs, honestly, like, my heart truly, truly, truly does go out to you. And
I can imagine what life must be for most of those people. There are bound to be people in that number that are just starting to, gather their life together. Maybe they just finish paying out a loan, or they even taking out a loan because they know that they are working, so their work salary will be, servicing the loan. There are bound to be people like that. Where are they going to go from? 30K is a lot of people, a whole ass town population type. Shit. I was one affected, 25 years plus, and I had no human interaction. I'm terrified I won't ever be able to find a job. I think I'm completely going to lose everything. This is not good. You see why it's good not to make your job your entire life? Do you know, when I started working here, the first job I was working at, I worked there for just a year. And it was in the discussion, my colleagues' discussion, that I heard about another organization that pays more than what we were being paid. immediately I went to submit my CV at that place. Yeah, because what they were paying me at the current place was not enough. And I told the person that employed, what you're paying me is small. I'm a graduate. They said, that's what they can pay. And me, I went where they will pay me more. And that place, I didn't even last there 6 months. I left again to a better place. Because I was young and I needed money to survive. There was no money. I was broke. Ha! Imagine somebody said selfishly, all I heard was there are 30,000 more people in the market I have to compete against. Everybody with their own. Please, wherever you are, just do your work. But as you learn on the job, look for where's to go. And if you are good with business, start a business on the side. Yeah. Also look into content creation. I'll see you guys in the next video. Stay safe, guys. Bye.